Yesterday, we played here on the news one clip of literally thousands from Iraq and Libya of a Libyan child, looks about 3 years old, with their entire lower mandible blown away and their tongue hanging out, screaming in pain and horror and confusion from Sirte, the hometown of Gaddafi, that was leveled. And it's confirmed the al-Qaeda rebels that NATO and the West put in power through our peace president, Obama, went in and systematically basically killed almost everybody, including those that have been trying to broker a peace deal. We've also talked to Wayne Madsen and other sources that have confirmed that Gaddafi left in broad daylight, love him or hate him. He left in broad daylight with a white flag of truce. He believed Hillary was there to meet him, and he was going to turn himself in. But they know that dead men tell no tales. And my issue here is that you have 40 to 50,000 dead. That's what even mainstream media is saying. It's probably a lot more on the Gaddafi side, mostly men, women, and children, mostly non-combatants, innocent civilians. And I've seen comments in the media about parking lot, kill everybody, kill them all, kill, kill, kill. And this is just such an incredible dehumanization of who we are. And it shows such ignorance. You know, in the last 7 years, Gaddafi gave up his WMDs, came into the West, invested large amounts of the country's money with the West, and believed he was engaged in détente or peacemaking. And it's just incredible treachery. From the white flag 7 years ago to the white flag when he was killed a few weeks ago. And just ignorant people who don't hold passports, who haven't been around the world, who don't study geopolitical systems, to just say, they're brown, they're in Africa, kill them. After all, al-Qaeda hit us on 9/11. But then al-Qaeda is the very group that was brought in to start the overthrow of Gaddafi, and we're told this war was launched. Well, it was a kinetic, non-military action that would last days, not weeks, Obama said. This war was launched to stop a humanitarian disaster, but it's created one, and the country is wrecked from end to end, and now the globalists will come in, take over the infrastructure, put the people in debt. It was Gaddafi that found out they were adding cancer viruses and HIV to flu shots and other vaccines. That came out years ago. It was Gaddafi that was building up Africa. He was an eccentric, weird dictator, but he was so arrogant, or a good guy if you look at it that way, that he actually did raise Libya from one of the lowest standard of living 40 years ago to the highest in Africa today. Now Libya will be used as a African command base for globalist military forces financed by U.S. and European taxpayers to invade the whole of Africa. And that's already begun at racing speed in Somalia, in Chad, in Uganda, and other areas. Now, you know I like to give you some background. Let's get to our special report now here in a moment, Lifting the Veil of